Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about the class balance changes we're going to be getting on December 11. So December 11 will be the December Trove as well as an update where we get the Destroyer 3rd spec and all that jazz. However, we also will be getting some class balancing changes. So I am 100% sure that we will be getting the September 24th class balance changes from the Korean server. However, we might be getting more than that. I'm not 100% sure. However, since I know this specific patch will be kicking in, I'll be covering up this information first. And then if we get more information later on down the line, maybe during the live stream, I might cover the other balance patches if you guys want me to. So first of all, I want to thank Skelly for doing all the translation work as usual. He did all the translation work for all of the patches actually, so very nice. Thank you very much. And I found all this information on Alice's Discord. So Alice's Discord, as well as these patch notes in specific, will be in the description below, so you can just click it and read it for yourself. I highly recommend you guys to read it for yourself, especially for the class balance changes, because I will not be covering every single class here. There are a lot of classes. I think every class here gets a change. So, you know, we've got Blade Master, we've got KFMs, we've got Destroyers, FMs, Sins, Summoners. So the only two classes that I'm going to be talking about are going to be the Summoners as well as the Gunners, because they are my mains and I know exactly what their skill modifiers are and how it actually changes our gameplay style. Well, for the other classes, I'm not very familiar with them, so please read it for yourself. Again, link is in the description below. So for Wind Summoners, when you use your X, which is your true friend, or basically your 5-second iframe, it will now increase your cat's defense so that they take less damage. When you press your E, which is your beckon, when you call your cat back, the iframe time has been increased slightly. I think it's by 0.5 seconds. Next thing is your 2 skill or your Vine Whip will deal additional damage to vine poison targets. And finally, your right mouse button, which is your Rumblebees, will do more damage if you have 1 honey. So it basically consumes the 1 honey and deals additional damage. As for Earth, your X will give your cat additional defense, your E will have an increased iframe, your 2 also gives Poison Ivy more damage, and your RMB during Overflow will deal more damage. Next up is Gunslingers. So a lot of people are worried about Gunslingers. Some people are very happy with the changes. Some people are not so happy with the changes, mainly because it influences PvP. So over here, your right mouse button or your Awaken right mouse button or Bulletstorm and Awaken Bulletstorm will have changed PvP ratios. And next here is the very big thing, is you do not have to use 4 before Bulletstorming. So why does 0.1 here matter so much? It's simply because when the Gunner first came out, the Fire Gunner was just super broken, especially in PvP. You would just activate your Bulletstorm, you hold down F, and everyone would just get destroyed. Anyone in your path that you aimed at would just die instantly. Because they did not balance the ratios, they had the PvE ratios in PvP, which basically meant you dealt ungodly amounts of damage. And that was why they changed it, so that you had to tag a target with 4 before you could Bulletstorm, so that you can only focus fire on 1 person with your Bulletstorm, and you won't be able to just delete one guy with 2 Bulletstorms, switch to the next one, delete that guy with 2 Bulletstorms, switch to the next one, and delete like the entire team within the duration of your Bulletstorm. However, since they have changed the PvP ratios, and they've removed the 4, so for PvE, it's much better. It feels a lot better. You just press tab, you hold down F, and brrr, you just destroy all the monsters and the mobs and bosses and whatever. You just melt them because you deal tons and tons of damage with your Bulletstorm. However, it's not going to affect PvP because in PvP, you have different ratios now. Another thing is, again, your RMB, Awaken RMB, Bulletstorm, and Awaken Bulletstorm, and Unload have flat damage buffs. So basically, all the ratios, all your flat ratios for these skills are all being increased. So super good. So Fire Gunner is definitely a class that you want to look out for when the December 11 patch kicks in. I will be doing an extensive test on this, as I have the ET badge for the Shadow Gunner and the Fire Gunner, and I'm working on gearing up the Gunner a little bit more so that I can test this out. I will be testing out the Fire Gunner mainly because it has more drastic changes. As for the Shadow Gunner, we basically just get more RMB damage and Awaken RMB damage. So basically our RMB and Awaken RMB ratios for PvP has been changed. And as for PvE, Our R&B and Awaken R&B flat damage has been buffed quite a bit, as well as our regular R&B will have increased item buff trigger. So what this means is basically when you're attacking fast, sometimes you get those resets. And so with Shadow Gunner in specific, when you use your regular R&B attack, it has a higher rate of triggering resets. So this is very, very interesting because Shadow Gunner has always revolved around trying to get resets, trying to get that focus up all the time. So this is definitely something really, really nice. And there's one more thing that I want to cover. It's not confirmed yet. However, Alice has posted here that based on the Korea update on September 25th, so if we remember, this patch is the September 24th patch. So you can see over here that on September 25th, they changed a lot of the difficulty on Twilight Temple, or also known as Nightfall Sanctuary, and they've made it a lot easier. However, I don't know if we will be getting these changes yet. I only know for a fact that we will be getting the September 24th patch notes. So we're just gonna have to see. However, I have left this in the description below as well if you just want to read what the changes are. The TLDR is basically nothing can really kill you in Nightfall Sanctuary anymore unless you really mess up. So they made it a lot easier now. It's very puggable with these changes. But we'll just have to see if we get these changes or not. Maybe they'll let us know in the live stream. And again, I want to let you guys know that Alice's Discord is in the description below if you want to go to her Discord, and you can see over here that they have a lot of the information that you might want to see. So, you know, new souls, new weapons, gems, power stone, psyche, all that jazz. All that information is over here. So if you want to be the first to know about these things, just join this Discord, and it's updated pretty frequently. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to cover in this video. Hopefully it was useful. If it was, I would appreciate a subscribe, or if you want to go the extra mile, please consider becoming a member. Speaking about members, I'd like to thank Kevin, Zilintex, Overgamers, Yatogami, Arisoya, Gonzola, Jeremy Chen, Nyana, Pearlstyle, Lina Ren, Tweets McGee, Solar Hero, ST Sintu, as well as Key for supporting the channel. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts, the res.